So let's solve for our quiz 2, guys. And so our first problem will be about a platinum coil has a resistance of 3.146 ohm at 40 degrees Celsius and 3.76 ohm at 100 degrees Celsius. Find the resistance at 0 degrees Celsius and the inferred temperature coefficient. Okay. So from this, we can analyze this in our graph. So yung graph ko dati, ayan. Okay. So by graphing that one, you can see that we have our R1 and we have also our R2. And then, ang tinatanong is the resistance at 0 degrees Celsius and also the inferred temperature coefficient. Okay, so inferred temperature coefficient, actually inferred temperature lang sana to, pero since may coefficients kunin natin yun sa A0 na lang. Okay, so wala siyang sinabing degree or any various temperature, so therefore I will assume that it is at A0. Okay, so how will we solve this one? So let's say we have our T1, yan. So may T1, may kwan tayo. So let's say this will be our R0. Ito yung R1 natin. And then lagyan ko ng isa for our R2. Okay, so magiging ganito siya. Yan. So kunin natin yung value ng ating T at 0 temperature. T0 na, hindi yung TO natin. So T0, T1, and T2. And from this, okay, so makakabuo tayo ng triangle. And also, diniscuss ko na sa inyo yung formula natin. So we will have a value of R1 over R2, which is equal to TO plus T1 over TO plus T2. So in this case, we have no T0. Okay, we have no temperature coefficient. Okay, so kunin natin yung T0 natin. Okay, TO I should say. So ito yung TO natin. TO, ito yung T0. Ayan. So what is our TO? So take note the TO will be the inferred temperature of the material. So T1 is equal to 40 degrees Celsius. R1 is equal to 3.146. And also we have our T2, which is equal to 100 degrees Celsius, and our R2, which is equal to 3.767. So from this, pwede lang pa natin isulat yan. Substitute na lang tayo agad. We have 3.146 divided by 3.767 equals our TO, which is unknown. So TO, okay, so TO plus our T1, which is equal to 40 degrees Celsius all over our TO, plus our T2, which is equal to 100 degrees Celsius. Ayan. So gamitin yung calculator nyo para isolve yung TO natin. Okay, so by using your calculator, you have 3.146 all over 3.767 alpha calc. So siyempre alpha x yung TO, so alpha x plus 40 divided by alpha x plus 100. Shift solve, we have a value of our x, which is equal to TO. And TO equals 263.961, or approximately equal to 264 degrees Celsius. So 264 degrees Celsius to 264. Ayan. So from that, I may generalize my formula, or my objective is to get my resistance at 0 degrees Celsius. So therefore I may say that I have my R0 is equal to TO plus T0. Ayan. Divided by my R2 or R1. So, kahit saan dyan. So, R1 equals TO plus T1, syempre. Tama? So, solving for RO. I will have my R1, which is equal to 3.146 multiplied by TO, which is equal to 264 plus 0 divided by TO 264 plus 40. Yeah. So solving for RO, ayan. So therefore we'll have our RO equal to 3.146 multiplied by 264 divided by 264 plus 40. So magkakaroon tayo ng RO equal to 2.732 ohms. So this is our answer number 1. And then our TO is equal to 264 degrees Celsius. And our AO is equal to 1 over TO, which is equal to 1 over 264. Okay, so we have 3.78 times 10 negative 3 per degree Celsius. Okay, slight difference will be accepted as long as you have the correct solution. Okay, ayan. So this will be our number 1. So for our number 2, so this is our solution for number 1. Number 2 tayo. A semicircular ring of copper has an inner radius of 6 cm radial thickness. 6 cm inner radius, okay? Radial thickness of 3 cm and an axial thickness. Okay, axial thickness and radial thickness, okay? Find the resistance of a ring at 50 degrees Celsius between two end faces. Assume specific resistance of copper is 20 degrees at 20 degrees Celsius is 1.724 times 10 raised to negative 6 ohm centimeter, and the resistant temperature of copper at 0 degrees Celsius is 0.0043 degrees Celsius. So okay, so anong tinatanong niya? Find the resistance at 50 degrees Celsius. Okay, so ganito lang yun, guys. So solution number 2, solve 2. Okay, ang gagawin natin dyan is i-drawing natin yung ating semicircle. So sabi niya ito yung ating axial thickness, which is equal to 4 cm, and this will be our 3 cm radial thickness. Okay, so from that, so guguhit lang tayo yan, semicircular. Ayan, semicircular. Yes, pasensya na kayo guys, hindi ako magaling mag-drawing. Ayan. Okay, so parang ganito siya. So sabihin na lang natin na semicircle to. Siyempre meron tayong, sabi niya is radius equal to, inner radius equal to 6 cm. So ito yung inner radius natin. So inner radius from here to this thickness. So thickness ito, which is equal to 6 cm. Ayan. And then ano pa yung sinabi niya? So radial thickness of 3 cm. Okay, alam ko yan na 3 cm yung radial niya, and axial thickness of 4 cm. Find the resistance of the ring at 50 degrees Celsius. So between its two end faces. assume the specific resistance of copper at 20 degrees Celsius, which is equal to, ayan, so ito. So kunin natin yung R50 natin, wherein R50 is equal to rho 50 multiplied by length all over area. Okay, so but what is our rho 50? So take note that R, since R is ito is R is proportional with rho, therefore I may say that rho is also proportional with our temperature, let's say TO plus T 1 over TO plus T2. So therefore, pag may rho 1 tayo, meron din tayong rho 2 na ganyan. Okay? Since in the equation, we have our AO. Okay? So which is, we all know that TO is equal to 1 over AO, which is equal to 1 all over 0.0043 per degree Celsius will be equal to, and 1 all over 0.1 over 0.0043. So we have a value of 232.55 degrees Celsius. Ayan yung TO natin. So from this, since alam natin na may formulang ganito, pwede ko lang pang sabihin na since I have my P20, my rho 20 all over my rho 50. Okay, so baliktad ko lang, no? So rho 50 over my rho 20 can be written into our TO, which is equal to 232.55 plus 50 divided by 232.55 plus 20. Since meron na tayong rho 20 dyan, which is, it was initialized at our rho 20, so rho 20 is equal to 1.724, that means 10 raised to negative 6 ohm cm. Yan. Okay, so hindi 10 minus 6 yan, 10 raised to negative 6 yan, guys. So from that, yan, so I may say that my rho 50 therefore is equal to, therefore our rho 50 is equal to 1.724 times 10 raised to negative 6 ohm centimeter multiplied by 232.55 plus 50 divided by 232.55 plus 20. Ayan. So therefore, we will have a value equal to 1.724 times 10 raised to negative 6, so multiplied by alpha A, okay, plus 50 divided by alpha A plus 20. Ayan. So we'll have a value of 1.928 7 times 10 raised to negative 6 at rho 50. Okay. Okay. So, ayan yung magiging rho 50 natin. Normally guys, pag ganito mga changes of temperature ang pinag-iusapan, nag-change din tayo ng value ng ating length. But since hindi siya ganun kalaking temperature, so minimal lang din yung value ng length niya, which is nakuha or na-transpose na sa resistivity ng material. Okay? So yung resistivity ng material, siya yung magdadala ng pagtaas or through the temperature or pagtaas ng temperature. Okay, so huwag na natin isama yung length kasi magiging redundant na yung pagsakali magta-times 2 na yung pagtaas ng temperature. Okay, so from that, we may basically get the value of our L and also the area. Okay, so dito sa atin, dito sa system na to, dito dadaan yung kuryente natin guys, dito. Ayan. So dito dadaan yung kuryente, dito rin siya lalabas. So therefore from this, ito yung area na gagamitin natin. So ibang kulay para mas maganda. Let's say gamitan natin siya ng yellow. Yan. Diyan papasok at lalabas yung kuryente natin. So from that perspective, pwede na pa natin sabihin that our area therefore is equal to 3 multiplied by 4, which is equal to 12 cm square. Ayan. And then, ano yung length na gagamitin natin? Yung min length nya. Okay, min length. So ano yung min length natin? Probably ito, sa gitna. Diyan kung saan papasok yung ating current, sa gitna nya. Okay, so how will we solve for that min length? Itong length na to. So mapapansin mo, meron tayong inner radius na 6 cm. Okay, and then may radial thickness tayo na 3 cm. So nasabi niya na 3 cm daw to. So in all in all, okay, the total radius from inner to outer, from our center to outer is 9 cm. So therefore, para makuha natin yung min length niya is min r is equal to r out minus r in divided by 2, syempre, di ba? Kunin natin yung yung kasi pag r out and r in lang, ito yung makukuha mo, yung 3 mismo. Okay, so therefore we may say that r out minus r in divided by 2 is the median radial nya, median thickness nya. So mr is equal to automatically yung radial thickness is the difference between the outer and the inner and the outer radius. So therefore 3 yan divided by 2. So mr or the median thickness is equal to 1.5. Itong 1.5 na to, meaning ito yung length na to. Okay, so which is nasa 1.5 cm. Ayan. So from that 1.5 cm, meron natin tayong radial thickness na 6. So therefore min length is equal to pi d. Pi d yan pag circle, di ba? Pero since same circle siya, so pi d divided by 2. But we all know that d over 2 is just your r. Yan. So yan yung magiging pi multiplied by our r median. So yung r median natin is equal to r median is equal to 6 plus 1.5, or it is from inner radius plus our median radius, okay, which is equal to 1.5 plus 6. So we have 7.5. So from this we'll have a value of 7.5 multiplied by r as our ml, or the median length. Okay, so solving for R50, so we'll have a value of R50 is equal to rho 50 multiplied by our min length divided by a, which means we'll have a value of our rho 50 which is equal to 1.92. So this is store at B. So guys, so pag gusto niyo mga magandang sagot, i-store niyo na lang. So 1.92878453 times 10 raised to negative 6 multiplied by our length, which is equal to 7.5 pi centimeter. This is ohm centimeter divided by 12 centimeter square. So you'll have a value of alpha b multiplied by 7.5 pi all over 12. Yan. So from this we will have a value of 7.5 pi. So we'll have a value of 3.787 times 10 raised to negative 6 ohm. Ayan. So ayan siya. So this will be our R50. This is at our number 2. So solution number 3 naman tayo. So medyo konti lang siguro itong 3, lalong lalo itong 4 guys. Ayan. So gaganyanan ko na. Solution 2, solution 3. So dito tayo sa solution 3. Medyo liitan ko lang yung solution 3 natin kasi kitang kita naman na siya. Ayan. So number 3, ano yung sasaalang-alang natin dito? Basahin muna natin, no? Sabi niya, a lead wire and an iron wire is connected in parallel. So parallel sila. Ayan. Their respective specific resistance are 49:24. Okay? So rho L, rho lead over rho I is equal to 49/24. Ayan. The former, which means yung lead wire natin, is 80% more current. So I lead is equal to 1.8 I iron. Okay? And the latter is 47% longer. So I iron, L iron is equal to 47%. So 1.47 then our length of our lead. Yan. So from this, pwede lang pa natin kunin yung susunod. Determine the ratio of their cross-sectional areas. Okay. So mag-initialize tayo. So we have R1, R lead over our R iron is equal to rho lead multiplied by L iron, L lead all over our A lead. Ayan, divided by rho iron multiplied by L iron all over A iron. So from this, pwede nating sabihin that yung mga equalities niya, yung mga values ng equalities niya. So from this, we have P lead over P iron and L lead over L iron. Okay, so ganito gawin ko So we have L lead over L iron over L lead. So therefore, so another pen. Ayan. So L lead is equal to L lead over, bababa ko yung L iron, L iron is equal to 1 over 1.47. Yan. So, bakit ko ginawa yan? Para diretso substitute nilang kasi nandito yung lead natin, nandito yung iron natin, diba? So, from this, we can initialize that since meron tayong I, ano nga ba yung pwede natin paggamitan ng I dyan? Okay. So, note that they are in parallel. Naka-parallel yan. So, our lead is in parallel with our Ri. Therefore, ano yung pinakamahalagang characteristic ng parallel combination? This is their voltage. So, V lead is equal to our V iron. But what is our V? It is equal to IR. So, therefore, we have I lead multiplied by our R iron, which is equal to R lead, R lead, which is equal to our I iron multiplied by our R iron. Ayan. So, from this, sinabi niya that kunin natin yung R lead divided by our R iron. So, from this, we'll have R lead divided by R iron is equal to I iron divided by I lead. Ayan. Which is equal to, from this, so I iron divided by I lead, okay, I iron divided by I lead is equal to 1 over 1.8. Tama ba? So, I iron divided by I lead is equal to 1 over 1.8. Then, substitute natin yan dito. Yung R lead over R iron natin. So, you'll have a value of, substitute natin yung mga yung mga givens natin. So, we have our L lead over L iron is equal to 1.47. So, itong dalawa yan. So, we have a value of 1 over 1.47. So, magkakaroon tayo ng, pag tinaas natin to, magkakaroon ka ng A iron all over A lead. Tama ba? Ayan. Multiplied by our P lead divided by P iron is equal to 49 over 24, which is equal to our R lead divided by R iron, which is equal to 1 over 1.8. Ayan. So, from this, pwede lang pa natin isolve yan. So, therefore, ito na tayo. A iron over A lead is equal to 1 over 1.8 divided by 49 over 24 multiplied by 1 all over 1.47. Ayan. So, makukuha natin yung value niyan. So, 1 over 1.8 divided by 49 over 24 multiplied by 1 all over 1.47. So, we'll have a value equal to 0.4. Yan. Okay? So, ito yung sagot natin. Yan. That's for our number 3. Okay. For our number 4. Number 4. So, for our number 4, we will find that ito muna tayo. R12 is in parallel with 6 ohm. So, therefore, 12 is in parallel with 6. And then, mamaya yung combination yan magiging ganito siya. Okay? So, magiging ganito yan. So, 12 in parallel with 6. So, therefore, makikita mo that 80. Ayan. 12 in parallel with 6. And then we have our 15 ohm. Ayan. And then, you can see that since nakaparallel tong dalawang to, yung 80 natin, okay? Yung 80 natin is in parallel with 20. Ayan. So, 80. So, this is 20. Nakaparallel yung 80 natin. So, magiging ganyan yan. Okay? And then, yung 60 natin. So, next step natin is kunin natin yung parallel combination ng ating 80. So, plus 20 in parallel with 80. Ayan. And then, after getting the parallel combination of 80 and 20, you will see that they are in series with each other. And then, kunin natin yung parallel combination yan sa ating 60. Ayan. Okay. Which is in parallel with our 15. So, nakaparallel yan sa 15 natin. And then, yung buong combination na to is in series with our 5 ohm. Okay? So, ganun lang yan. So, nakuha ba? Okay. So, let's solve it. So, 12 in parallel with 6 is 1 over 12 raised to negative 1 plus 6 raised to negative 1 is 4. So, 1 over 12 raised to negative 12 raised to negative 1 plus 60 raised to negative 1. Okay. 6 I should say. Sorry. So, pag input nyo sa calcu. So, 1 over 12 raised to negative 1 plus 6 raised to negative 1 plus we have 1 over 20 raised to negative 1 plus 80 raised to negative 1. Okay. And then after doing that, you should know that this will be in parallel with our 15 and also in parallel with our 60. Yeah. Parallel with our 15 and parallel with our 60. So, plus 5. So, kunin muna natin yung sagot niya. So, we have 1 over 12 over 6 is 4. Plus 1 over 20 raised to negative 1 plus 80 raised to negative 1 is 16. Ayan. So, later on, mapapansin mo na nakaparallel yan sa ating 15 and also to our 60. In parallel with 15 in parallel with 60 plus yung 5 ohm. Ayan. So, we have 1 over 20 raised to negative 1 plus 15 raised to negative 1 plus 60 raised to negative 1 plus 5. So, we have 1 raised to 20 raised to negative 1 plus 15 raised to negative 1 plus 60 raised to negative 1. So, plus 5. We have our REQ is equal to 22.5 ohms. Okay. So, pag hindi kayo naniniwala dyan, ito lang yung mga i-apply nyo. So, same node. Same node. And after a while, pag na-connect natin, we'll have same node, Then after getting the series, you will see that we have same node and same node. Okay. So yan lang yung mga sagot ng ating quiz number 2. Alright. So ayan.